All right, my lovelies, I am going to ride out the rest of this day with all of you here live. I don't think I've ever done two live streams in one lovely day. Um, we have a lot to talk about here, and it's going to be very interesting. So let's see what's going on here, everybody. How you doing, Darren? Nice to see you. Can you hear me? Jaybird, how you doing? Everyone can hear me okay out here? What's up? Yeah, we're going to talk about what's going on. All right, Darren. Thank you. All right, everybody. So let's talk about this today. Right now, I mean, this market has made. Uh, I don't want to sound like any kind of a conspiracy theorist here, but an almost miraculous turnaround. Yeah, stocks are still down, but I mean, way off their lows of the day. Uh, what a day! I don't even know what to say about this. We had a Dow Jones Industrial Average that was down 350 points at one time. Right now, it's down 133. We were almost positive just about a half of an hour ago. Now, with regard to cryptocurrencies here and Bitcoin, we went limit down earlier on the futures exchange. I despise this. I'm telling you, the moment that Wall Street got their hands on the Bitcoin futures, that was really it for me. This is supposed to be some kind of a decentralized thing off the map. It can't be decentralized anymore with Wall Street on it. It's kind of an interesting concept if you really think about it. So anyway, and a lot of this was sparked by the IMF suggesting that central banks should issue their own cryptocurrencies, and this is terrible in my view with regard to cryptocurrencies and why you'd want to hold it now in this environment where it seems, and I was just on the phone with your friend and mine, Greg Hunter, that the powers that be are gonna, if they see a future in cryptos, they're gonna issue their own. And the fact again that Wall Street's already got their hands like around the neck of Bitcoin, that's a problem. That's a big problem. Anyway, let's do a little quick market update. So, wow, bizarre. Let's see what we got here, everybody. All right, so Dow's still down about 150 points. I mean, this is nothing dramatic yet. Still, we got, let's see, the dollar made a reversal, and that kind of helps boost up stocks. Weaker dollar is stock market positive. 10-year yield 3.11. Crude oil still catching a bid here, up over 1%. Let me explain something earlier today. When the Dow was down about 350, there was a little bit of panic selling going on, and that was pushing a lot of cash into the bond market. So you have to, and there's no doubt about it. It's difficult to discern whether we're seeing a legitimate safety play or there's just a propping up here of the bond market going on. But at one point today, I think we had a legitimate safety play or panic in the market. Now, when you see a move like that, all right, let's put this together real quick. When you see stocks drop like that and cash moving into the bond market, and we saw a significant drop, 3.09 on the 10-year, that's panic. That's something you would see, and I'm not calling a bottom here, but that's something you would see when the market is trying to flush out or trying to find a bottom. You understand? So I do fully expect more of this in this lovely market, more volatility, ups and downs as the market tries to normalize or tries to take in what's going on around it. Look, it's no secret, unless you live under some kind of a freaky rock somewhere, that, It's not normal for the stock market to go up, 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 kind of come down a little bit, up, 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 up. It's just not normal. You're supposed to have some of this in the market. It's what keeps the market real in many ways here. So, you know, I think that's what we're seeing here is some kind of a market trying to establish a fair value. Now we know, we know, you and me, that a fair value for this market is nowhere near where it is. Um, uh, 2/3 lower maybe on the Dow would be a fair value. And know how crazy that sounds, but no one's smart enough to really know because the debt market has been rigged to the highest order. And I mean the highest order that we've ever seen in the history of the world. I'm not making this up. The Federal Reserve has no models for this. They don't know where they are because we have nothing to look at it and weigh it against. Understand? World central banks have created Frankenstein. There's no doubt about it. And they did this on purpose, a deliberate environment of risk to punish everyone who's not in the stock market. This is why they've suppressed rates. They don't want people in cash. They want you in the stock market, reinflating a bubble. Again, what do we know about world central banks, especially our lovely one? It's a serial bubble blower. They foster wealth transfers. That's what happened today a lot in the market today with regard to cryptocurrencies. Billions were lost today in the crypto market with this. It was kind of a flush out here. Could you imagine how the powers that be on the CME exchange, the CME futures exchange with regard to Bitcoin, those that were short, could you imagine in your wildest dreams the cash that was made? These are leveraged bets. You understand that? So it's magnified. So they're all laughing their rear ends off. I can promise you that. It's just so fake, people. Everything is fake here in this market from the top down. And I think maybe today we're seeing an inkling of what maybe a new system is going to look like. Government-backed cryptocurrencies or something along those lines. They're probably planning on destroying everything else that's out there. There is some that believe that this whole thing with Bitcoin was floated out as a government ops to try to see how the public would accept it, to see how it would work, so they can institute their own program. Maybe that is the case. And with the IMF coming out today saying that, who freaking knows? Who freaking knows? Let's do an update here in the market. All right, so Dow's backing off again. Dow is down 220 right now. Let's see here. Wow. Bitcoin's 54.66. Oh my God. Bitcoin Cash is down 20%, almost 20%. Let's see what we got here with regard to the 10-year yield, 3.11. We got crude oil still up about 1%. What a day. Well, I was getting punch drunk at one particular time. Seriously. I did not add to any of my positions. I'm still holding every one of my credit spreads on my website, traderschoice.net. Go have a look at this. I don't care really. I think I'm in the right spots right now. So we'll see. I'm not really too worried about what this market's going to do. I'm not a day trader. You all know that, especially if you look at the expiration dates on my credit spreads. It's all posted there on my website. Tomorrow is going to be interesting too. Let me say this again. Expect more of this volatility in the market. The market's trying to find out where it's going to go. We're just going to have to watch it. Let's see what else is happening around here, people. Dollar is still lower. What are they doing to metals these days? Let's have a look at that. Look at that. Gold is up. Silver's up. Well, you would expect to see that too. The rigging with the metals market off the Richter scale. Off the freaking Richter scale. Just like cryptos now. Unfortunately, cryptocurrencies, in my view, have entered the realm of fakery. There's no doubt about it. I mean, it's just so simple to see How anyone can believe that, seriously, that cryptocurrencies aren't being dragged along now, and is it, why is it, do you believe that Wall Street chose Bitcoin, kind of the granddaddy of cryptos, to start a futures exchange? I mean, it should be obvious to you. It's obvious to me. And this is why I was able to explain to people blow by blow what would happen during the run up to 20K and the crash. Well, I mean, it's just so obvious. This is why I don't mess with this stuff anymore. I really, I won't touch it in this environment right now. It's the truth. Anyway, let's see what we got here. All right, Dow is down 200, not even 1%. 0.78 closing bell goes off in 3 minutes. Look, still right now, again, if you follow my work, this volatility should not surprise you. I've explained this to you since last month that we were going to see this. I even said I was expecting to see it bleed out into this month, the early part of the month. Well, here we are kind of in the middle. We're still seeing it. But again, I'm not surprised to see it here. You shouldn't be surprised to see it here. This is spooking people because they're not used to it. And I'm not saying that we're not going to drop further from here. For me, look, all I care about for you and for me is that we are on the right side. That's it. I don't give a damn. I really honestly promise you all that I don't give a damn. And this is why I give a damn as to which way the market goes to a certain degree. And this is why I'm exclusively trading credit spreads now. I want all of you to take advantage of this. I'm not posting my positions there for my own health. It's for you guys and you girls, so you can take advantage of this market. I don't know how anyone could be trading naked. And you know what naked means if you're a trader here. Naked calls, naked puts in this market. Yeah, sure, you can get real lucky and rip the face off of it beyond belief, but you can also get really unlucky too. So we're not going to let that happen to any of us here. The closing bell is going off in a matter of about a minute or less. So we're definitely going to finish in the negative today. Wild day here on Wall Street, no doubt about it. Tomorrow is going to be even more fun. I'm actually looking forward to it. How many of you are looking forward to it as well? I'm sure you are. It's crazy. So let's see here. What are you guys and girls talking about here? Yeah, day trading. I don't know how people can do it in this environment. You want it? It's very, very risky. Very, very risky. Sure, you can make a lot of money doing it too, but you can lose a fortune. Me, I'm getting too old. I really am. I'm getting too old to, and I don't maybe have the patience anymore to sit and staring at a naked position here. So that's why I've decided to again change my whole thing around here and trade spreads. Closing bell. Let's see what we got here at the close, my lovely friends. My beautiful friends. All right, this is what we got here at the close. All right, Dow finished down 204. It's still it may change a little bit, but we're not even talking about 1%. Not even one. 0.8% down on the Dow Jones Industrial Average. 0.75% down on the S&P. NASDAQ almost 1%. 0.9. Okay. All right. What does it mean? Well, let's look at a few other things to see what it might mean here. And I want to talk a little bit more about that before I let you go. U.S. 10-year yield, 3.119. Pretty sweet. Dollar did finish in the negative, and crude oil finished up over 1%. Now, these things, as you are well aware of, are bullish for the stock market. Now, if we continue to see if we end, let's say tomorrow, for example, this market peels off 500 points, and we still have all these things pointing towards a market which should be positive, well, then we got to start worrying a little bit. But I'm still not worried yet. Look, you know how I feel about this. There's an overwhelming amount of bears out here. There is. And I am not a raging bull in this market, but I will remain bullish because there are too many freaking bears. I hate that. You know how I operate. If you know my work, too many bears makes me bullish. Too many bulls makes me bearish. I can't help myself. It's the truth. I really can't. It drives me crazy. Now, with regard to cryptocurrencies, and I explained this earlier in my last live stream that I had done, when you have a whole entire asset class that's getting hammered, and I mean hammered, limit down with regard to Bitcoin futures, something I despise, that may mean something else is going on. And a lot of it, I believe, had to do with the IMF coming out today saying, hey, everybody, guess what? Guess what? Maybe governments should issue their own cryptocurrencies. I can't imagine how that would end well. And we'll see. So again, although this market did finish down today, nothing dramatic happened. Not even 1%. Not one major index of the Dow, the Nasdaq, the S&P finished down. Not even 1%. So we're going to need to keep an eye on this tomorrow. And people keep asking me this, so let me cover this one last thing before I let you go. There's a lot of people out here that are following the futures, stock futures, and trying to place bets around that. Don't do that. If there's one thing we're seeing right now is what's happening in the stock futures has no bearing at all as to what is happening here in the stock market when it opens. So be very careful there, people. I'm going to stress this to you again so you can sleep better at night. Learn how to trade credit spreads. If you're in this market, it will help you sleep better at night. You won't really care too much about direction. Of course, it matters to a certain degree, but if you're selling puts, for example, look at 10% out and about 10% out of the money and about a month out. This will help you and it'll give your trades a little time to work. You understand? I won't let you lose on my watch. I won't do it. And on days like today, when we have insane amounts of volatility, I'll come out here and I'll try to put a perspective on things. And again, at least follow me on Twitter. I post on Twitter all the time. Market updates, what's happening here, what's happening over there, to help all of you better gauge where we are. Look, this is where no man, no woman has gone before. And we have to be cautious. We have to watch. We have to tread very carefully. And that's what we're doing. Watching what's going on, watching the charade play out, watching the freak show. The freak show. It's the truth. All right, look, everyone, you're great. I love you all. And we're going to reconvene tomorrow. It's going to be awesome and all kinds of fun and little puffs of loveliness everywhere. No matter what happens, you all have little puffs of loveliness surrounding you. And I can see it because I can see all of you. I'll see you in the morning.